let's talk about what we do after we save at the grocery store and we buy food. So, I'm going to give you some ideas that my wife and I have incorporated into our lifestyle to be more healthy and more thrifty at the same time. So, one of these things that I'll talk about is if you want to make chili, you can do it. And I'm not talking about homemade, we're kind of past all that. But what we do is we go to the local grocery store and we buy Hormel turkey chili, which is like 95% fat free. Okay. So then we buy a can of pinto beans or the black beans and the off brands or the store brands, and we buy some diced tomatoes. We throw them all in there, heat them up in a pan, and that's a bowl of chili for both of us. And you can have some crackers if you want. I like ketchup in mine, so you can buy ketchup for 99 cents also. So when you're thinking about cooking, try to think about healthy and cheaper. So to me, beef is very, very expensive, and we hardly ever eat beef. We have a really good restaurant that has fantastic hamburgers, so we will go out and splurge. And I'll be honest with you, I like a double bacon cheeseburger, no vegetables or anything on it, and some French fries. That's mine. She eats a regular burger, and we eat the beef burger. Yes, we could go ahead and eat the. I can't believe it's a hamburger with plant based products, but we don't eat beef very much. So this brings me to where I'm going to talk to you about how to cook meals and do things like that. So plan ahead, of course, and cook a lot so you don't have to cook the rest of the time. So something I made the other night is I made chicken and noodles. And so it's very simple, and I highly recommend buying a cast iron pan to do this with because they're indestructible, they cook really well, it tastes good, and there's really no cleanup in the way I'm going to describe. So here's an example. We buy, take, and I'll get to this in a moment, but take out two turkey breasts, put some aluminum foil in the pan, throw them in there, salt and pepper on both sides, put it in the oven on broil on low for 15 minutes, bring them out, turn them over, and then let them cook another 15 minutes. Then they're juicy, they taste great, and they're fantastic. So with the noodles, you can do it, and these are called reams. I think it's REAMES. They're frozen noodles, and they have a 5 minute batch or a longer batch, whichever one you want. We use the 5 minute. Cook one of those, and then we just cook them in water, and then maybe add a chicken bouillon cube. Knorr, KNORR is one of the brands we use. It's very inexpensive. Add some flavor to it, and then there's your chicken and noodles right there. Very, very inexpensive, very easy to do. If the oven's on low, it doesn't stink up the house or anything like that. So that's one meal. And so the other thing I've talked about is I think I've looked at the prices. Beef is, let's say, $6 a pound, and that's if you're buying hamburger. If you're buying steaks, it's like, I don't know, $10 or $15 a pound. You can see how much I don't look at it. And so we go to Sam's and we buy it's Jenny O turkey. There's two packages, 2.5 pounds each. It's ground up turkey, and they come in a tray. And so I cook mine out on the grill. And so I go out there and cook it for 10 minutes. And I put barbecue sauce on both sides, which you can get at the local grocery store or at Sam's. Get small bottles at the local grocery store for 99 cents. And that way it doesn't stick and make a mess and adds a little flavor to it. But I go out there to the grill and I put them on there. I put on both 2.5 pounds. And then in 10 minutes, I go turn it over, let it cook for another 10 minutes. And I've got barbecues on both sides to help flavor and to keep it from sticking and to keep the juices in, which works great. And 10 minutes on each is plenty. Now, on the chicken, I basically do the same thing as I go to Sam's and I buy their chicken. It's $2.68 a pound. You can see how much I buy their chicken. The turkey is about $17 for 5 pounds. It's gone up from 15 to 17. But anyway, the chicken at Sam's is really fantastic because it's $2.68 a pound, and it comes in a folded over package that has 8 breasts in it. and then you can just cut open one package, cook it in. You can cook it in the oven on broil, and then the others stay fresh. Rinse it out to get the juices out, and then throw it back in the fridge. The other thing you can do is, like I did tonight, is I took my 2 packages of turkey out there, and I put the barbecue sauce on top, throw the chicken on it, put the barbecue sauce on top of the chicken. So really the chicken has both sides with barbecue sauce to make them taste better. And then the other thing is, when I put the turkey on, I just flip it over. It's already in a plastic tray. Just flip it over, put some barbecue sauce on it, and again, I cook them both for 10 minutes, and then turn them over and cook them for 10 minutes, and I'm done. And a little side note on your grill, mine's a natural gas grill. What I do is when I take them out, I just turn the grill on high for about 10 minutes, and then that will burn off all of the excess, and it just turns it to ash, so you can just scrub it off the next time. So that's really a good feature that you can do. So now, if we want to, we're looking at, if you take a piece, say about that big, a quarter of the turkey, which it cooks down, of course, but if you take a quarter of it, for each of you, that's 4 nights of cooking that you're going to have done. And then my wife likes we call it hamburger to have fun with it, but she likes the turkey meat cooked, and she likes that, and she uses some barbecue sauce on it, which is Head Country zero sugar. It has 10 calories, and it tastes great because I'm not a sugarholic, and she kind of is, but the other just has so much sugar, it's too much. So she gets a good meal. We will buy, and at Sam's, we will buy some frozen vegetables, put them in the microwave. They come in packages, and then all you have to do is put them in the microwave for a little while, and then take them out. They're steaming hot. I will use some of the marinade on them. It's kind of like soy sauce, but it's a marinade. A little bit less sodium, tastes a little bit better. So we have meat and vegetables, and then what's really nice is to do that. And so on the cooking, you can make it easy. And then we will cook beans. So back going to the local grocery store, they have that brand called Always Say pinto beans. It's like $4 for 5 pounds. Take 5 cups, throw it in a crock pot. She likes garlic in it, or you can put onion, and then go over to the fresh meat aisle, and they will have where they've cut up pork, and they'll just have pork strips for like $2 each, and then put some salt and pepper in there. Put the crock pot on for 24 hours on low. They're ready for the next night. Really, it needs at least to be on warm for the first 12 hours and low in the second half. And then cornbread is like 50 cents. It's like 50 cents a package. So we take 2 packages, 2 eggs, and it says use milk. We don't really use milk around here. We use water. It tastes fine. And again, on cooking that in the oven, I use a cast iron pan and put the aluminum in there, and that makes it so easy. So we try to make cooking easy, and I actually enjoy cooking inside or out. And spaghetti is the same way. I buy inexpensive angel hair spaghetti and put it, you know how to cook spaghetti, and then crack it in half, throw it in there. I buy one of the 99-cent cans of sauce. I don't buy the expensive ragu and stuff like that. And then buy some Parmesan cheese at Sam's. They have meatballs that are already cooked, and we'll put 4 or 5 meatballs in there. I heat those up from frozen, and then put the sauce in, heat it up, then the spaghetti's hot, and you've got a meal. You're done. So now here comes your funny story, is when I first cooked for my wife when she came over, and this has been about 8 years ago, I got out one pan, and I put the frozen chicken in the pan, two big breasts, and then I let that cook for about 30 minutes, turn them over after 15. Then I just threw the frozen vegetables in the pan, and I kept the lid on the whole time. And she's sitting there watching this, and she's going, "Where's the rest of the pots and the pans?" I go, "What are you talking about?" And women were so used to putting 3 pots on and 1 skillet to cook, and they had all that to clean up. And I go, "I don't. I just use 1 pan, and that's it." So that's another way to cook and have a very easy way to fix a dinner and have extra stuff, and and like the beans and the cornbread for 3 or 4 days. So anyway, as usual, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and make a comment. And as I always say, please pass on this video store video store, the name of my YouTube channel, so people can watch this and learn how to also save money. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.